We made it! We are headed to Mom's so that we can plan our garden for this year. We're making a special adaptive garden that Dad will be able to be a part of. We gotta make room for the tractor to go down the aisles and places for him to be able to stand up and hold on to. We gotta get this crazy crew loaded up into the van first. I think we're gonna stop for Eliano's on the way because I'm an adult with my own money and I can. So here we go. Here's the beginning of our garden day vlog. Well, we made it down the driveway and ran into this. So now we're gonna have to go move this tree out of the way before we go anywhere. It was not here this morning. It's 1:50 p.m. Scott left this morning at about 9:15 with his truck and trailer and clearly didn't have this issue. So I don't have my little tripod thing for my phone in this van. So maybe I can set it up here in the window. All right, here we go. We gotta go get it cleaned up. Y'all, we thought this was just a branch. It was the whole tree, and it was so heavy. We just did the best we could to scooch it out of the way and make space big enough for the van. And thankfully, we were able to get through here without getting stuck off the side of the driveway, and I don't think we scratched the van up dragging past all these branches. We made it! Okay, we got here to Granny's house and Auntie Leah came out vlogging. So we're gonna do dueling vlogs. We'll have to see, y'all go, we'll see who watches hers and who watches mine. Excuse me, this is my vlog.
Are you vlogging?
Yes, we're vlogging our garden planning.
I'm vlogging.
I know. I told him it would be dueling vlogs. We'll see who watches who's the most. Yeah, I have to rig up all kinds of crazy stuff to get good videos. Let's write down what we want first. That way we don't get distracted.
Tell you, are you recording right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm telling you. I talked to Dad about this morning.
Okay.
And which do you want? And he told me that we've waited too late to seed our tomatoes, and that most everything else can be sown directly in the ground.
Okay.
So that's how he feels about it. We can go to Bluebird Greenhouse and get some heirloom tomatoes. I just trust what we would plant from saved seeds or seed swaps or whatever better than I do a grower.
Does he go in the garage ever? We can do what Dad says, but
he said you can also seed some if you want to.
Okay, so he's not going to be upset if we go against it. My thing is,
he probably will, but we'll do it anyway.
What are y'all trying to record? Are you trying to get what you're writing?
No, we're just having a discussion.
Let me help y'all, because y'all just have your shoulders.
So, a cattle panel, you get a 16-foot long section, which by the time you bend it, you figure it's got to be less than half the height. So it's less than 8 feet tall by the time you bend that into an arch. So a single cattle panel is like $35, and that's your archway, and that'll hold like 6 to 8 plants, if not more. And you just drive a T-post. You put T-post into the ground, and then like I would stand on one end, and Scott would stand on the other, and you walk together, and they're real easy to bend. They're floppy. Not like Bobby's round pen cattle panels, like hog panels that's wire.
Okay, you're talking about like the square wire. Okay, I was like,
we just walk around with them.
We just push them together. I'm like, with what? A caterpillar?
Then we're gonna have to stop by the tractor dealership and buy us 2 skid steers.
Then we're gonna have to stop by the hospital because they broke it in half and flung into your forehead and cut you wide open.
Word. Those are fun for green beans too. They get pricey. But if it's a long-term investment and you're going to continue to use them, you can buy them the first year and save them, or you can just every year add a few more. But a lot of people, they'll do like this. Let's say this is like down the row, and you have cattle panels all the way down, and then you grow on the outside. You plant your green beans, and then halfway through the season, now there's shade, and on the inside you plant your lettuces and herbs and stuff. And then you have this little tunnel to go in, and your beans.
And you can pick your beans from underneath.
Yeah, even though you plant them on the outside, they hang on the inside. So that's kind of a cool idea.
Y'all need to stop coming in.
Leaves room for Dad to access it, but that increases your growing space because you're using all this.
Your outside might get done it.
Probably you're using way more than the ground space because it's vertical and anyway. So
right. Okay, that's good.
Okay, let's write down what we want. That way we don't get distracted. So like 3 beans. That way we don't pick 12 bean varieties.
Well,
Okay, y'all, this went on for several hours, and we didn't even record all of our discussions, and Scott got there and sat down with us and put his input in as well. So I'm just going to tell you what all we decided on. Maybe it will give you an idea about some varieties to try, or give you a starting place for what you want to put in your garden. We went overboard. We did too many varieties of everything, but we have a lot of things that are tried and true, and we know we can handle it. And then we wanted to add some new things for different aspects that we're looking for in different plants. So let me read off what we put on our list, and then we can talk more about that. For green beans, we did Dutch half runners, White Mountain half runners, state runners, Blue Lake bush beans, and a Maxi Bell, which is a very long, skinny green bean. For cabbage, we did Conqueror. For carrots, we did a Glow Sticks Sunrise Mix, which is a combination of red, yellow, white, and purple carrots. Mom and Dad love corn, especially sweet corn. So we did Peaches and Cream, I call it stained glass, but I think it's called Glass Gem. I always get that wrong. And then we did a Silver Queen. I want to do some research on what we could do for cornmeal because I'd like to mill some at home, but I didn't do that research yet. So I'll come back and let you know if we decide to do that. For cucumbers, we did an Adam Gherkin, a Cool Customer, a Boston Pickling, and we found some Kirby seeds on eBay. And then for onions, we did Pink Blush for the red. We did yellow, and we did some shallots. For peppers, we put on here that we wanted sweet, banana, and spicy. So for the sweet, we did a flavor burst, bell pepper, and a lunchbox mix of red, yellow, and orange. For banana peppers, we ordered a spicy variety. And then for our spicy peppers, we did habanero, jalafuego, poblano, cayenne, calhorn, and serrano. That's a lot of peppers. We'll probably only do 2 plants of each variety. And then we'll have all those extra seeds to save for next year. For potatoes, we did a satina, which is kind of like a russet variety to make chips and to put in soups and to can. And then we did a red potato as well. Oh, I got that backwards. The satina was the russet for baking and chips, and then the red was for the soups and to can. On our squash, we did yellow crookneck, we did black beauty zucchinis, we did a block party butternut squash, and we did a turquoise winter pumpkin. We want to plant those, midsummer. Those honestly were just fun because nobody has turquoise pumpkins, and if we do a fruit stand, those would be fun to put out. We did a Clemson spineless and a Calhorn okra. And then for our tomatoes, we're going to get all of these local or plant seeds that we already have, but we're going to do Rutgers, Roma, Sweet 100, Celebrity, New Girl, Cherokee Purple, and Brandywine. And we'll use those for a variety of things. We'll have the Sweet 100s for like salad and snacking, the bigger ones for slicing and canning, and then the Romas are for salsa. We probably won't make tomato sauce, but we will do salsa. And then we're going to do some cut flowers. We're going to do some sunflowers. And then we also made a list of our fall crops just so we can be thinking ahead of what all we want to do. But obviously that won't go in for quite some time. But here you can see that we went to johnnyseeds.com and we just browsed their varieties of each thing. If they didn't have what we were looking for, or if it had like the sketchy descriptions where it said heirloom type or something like that, then we just went over to eBay and we ordered all those. So we've got everything ordered. Dad's going to be out over the next week or two prepping the area. There's actually 2 gardens, an upper and a lower, and the rain has washed out some swales through the yard. So now we know where the water's going to run. We can go out and we can handle that. We can prep the ground, and we can be ready to plant. Comment down below some of the varieties that you're going to grow, and let me know if any of these varieties we mentioned are new to you. Stay tuned for our next video. As we get all of our seeds in the mail, we'll do a haul video and we'll show you what we got. Thanks for watching. I hope that you will like, subscribe to our channel, and check back for more garden updates.
Thank God I was raised in the old-fashioned way.